Hi, today I want to show an example of how we can integrate records from other systems right here within Microsoft Teams, and also to create business processes from changes of those records in Microsoft Teams. And in today's example, I'm going to use Salesforce as the app that we're going to integrate right here in Teams. Now, the scenario that we have here is we have the Acme account team with a big deal and sales channels set up within here. Now, the scenario here is that in the sales channel, I want to be able to follow relevant account records, in this case, the Acme account record within this team. And this is something that's really easy to do using the Salesforce plugin within Teams. Now, before I actually add this record to the team channel, let me just show you what it looks like in Salesforce. So here's my Salesforce account screen, and I'm going to flick over to the Accounts tab and go into the Acme account. So these are all the details that I have available to me within Salesforce. And now we want to get that into our Microsoft team. Really easy thing to do using the Salesforce plugin. So the first thing that we do is click on the Add tab, choose the Salesforce plugin, and this is going to give me now a list of all the records that I can pin within this channel within Microsoft Teams. And I can pin all of the common types of records from Salesforce, so things like accounts, cases, contacts, etc. Pretty much anything that I might want to be able to expose in Teams, I can do that through here. So in this case, I might choose accounts and do a search for Acme, and then basically just choose to pin that in the channel in Teams. Really easy thing to do. And here it is. So now we could share this record with anybody who's really interested in the account. And this is a great use case where as a salesperson, I might spend a majority of my day in Salesforce, but there may be other people who deal with this account that don't necessarily spend all their day in Salesforce. They've got access right here in Teams. So I no longer have to swivel chair between my Teams channel and Salesforce in order to get access to these account details. There's one other thing that this plugin does that is really helpful as well. Not only can I just view records within Salesforce, but can I also edit them directly from the channel as well. Again, saving me having to swivel chair between my Teams environment and Salesforce, which is a real productivity boost. Now, the other scenario is not just sharing account details, but a common use case is where I want to actually expose my big opportunities to people. Now, this could be, again, a salesperson who just wants to be able to see details of an opportunity change. And we might have deal teams and other people who are working on an opportunity who are responsible for, say, changing the status or other details. But also might be just generally interested to know when a big deal closes. And this could be a sales manager scenario, or really anybody who wants to be able to get visibility of these large opportunities that I have in Salesforce and changes to those opportunities. And this, again, is a really easy thing to do from within Teams. So let's just flick back across to Salesforce. And the way that we've defined big deals from a Salesforce perspective is any opportunity that has a value of greater than 500K. So in this case, we have this Acme 1200 widgets opportunity. Again, I can drill straight in from Salesforce to see all the details against that opportunity. And again, I want to expose this in Teams, really easy thing to do using the same process that we did for the account. So I hit the Add tab, choose the Salesforce plugin, and now instead of choosing the account record, I'll choose an opportunity record. So again, I could change this to opportunities, do a search, or because I've actually used this record recently from within Teams, I can just simply choose from the recent records and pin that opportunity right here within the team channel. And again, the great thing about the Salesforce plugin is if I want to change any details of this opportunity from within Teams, I can do that. So it makes it really, really easy to collaborate around records from Salesforce, edit them right here within Teams, and save me having to go back into Salesforce every time. So they're just a couple of examples of actually exposing and following records from within my Teams environment. But another common use case is actually triggering a business process off the back of a change to a record. So in one common example is if a deal like this Acme deal closes, I want to be able to notify people who are following this deal from within Teams. And this is something that we can do really easily using Power Automate. So what I have here is a Power Automate script that has some business rules applied to it. Now, this script will trigger based on the change to an opportunity, and it will only trigger if I close this opportunity. So the stage name becomes close one, which is considered closed within Salesforce, and the amount of that opportunity is greater than 500K. When those conditions are met, what Power Automate is going to do in this example is create a big win alert. And what's really nice about the plugin with Salesforce is as part of these business processes and triggers, I can actually expose key data elements from whatever record it is that's triggering this right here within this post. So in this case, when I create my big win alert, I'm actually grabbing key data elements from the opportunity. I'm putting in that into my win alert. So how does that work? Okay, so I'm back in Salesforce. I'm working on this opportunity. We get to the stage where the customer wants to actually buy. So we can convert this now from a open opportunity to a closed opportunity. And that's going to then trigger that Power Automate script to run. Now, there can be a time delay between actually triggering a record change and actually that Power Automate script. That's just to do with back-end processing, and it's not necessarily completely real time, but it's pretty close. So that's one example. Another example, as I spoke about before, is we might want to kick off some other business process. And again, I could do that within Power Automate. I could trigger an approval process. I could trigger some sort of flow to a backend system for provisioning. Anything, any example of a business process I could kick off here from within Power Automate. So in this particular example, though, what we've created is a big deal alert. And as we can see, if we go back to this channel, we have that Power Automate script that's executed. It's created this big win alert message right here within my team. So anybody who's working now on this opportunity can see this, and we can all celebrate together. So that was just some quick examples of how we can integrate records from other systems, in this case, Salesforce into Microsoft Teams, and how we can use the power of the automation and business process execution based on a change to a record. Hope this has been helpful. Thanks.